out. And I was like, oh, I want to see what kind of Transformers stuff they have. And then, lo and behold, like they had...
You just hear the choir?
Yeah, they had the dumb class kits nobody wanted. And then my eyes zeroed in on it, and I was like, oh, shit. Like, I just knew that by the time I made it through checkout, that it wouldn't be in my cart. Like, somebody would have beat it to me, or beat me to it. And, like, by the time I went to checkout, like... I got it, and it was out of stock, so I'm assuming like that was just like the one left over. They had some of those for the first archive sale, I think, and then they had some for the going out of business sale originally, I think. And I passed up on it because like, $300, it'll be around for a minute, and then like they only had like 2 or 3, and they were gone. And I was like, well, there goes that. And I tried talking Brian because Brian bought a set to put together. And he like stopped halfway putting together the other one. And I was like, dude, if I'll split the cost of the set with you, I'll put yours together and I'll paint it just so I can have the other one to put together and paint. And he was just like, no, I don't know what I'm gonna do with it. And that's how Brian talks. For anyone who doesn't know Brian, and I was like, damn. And then sure enough, like they listed that one. I still want to probe him for some pieces out of his. Because I can't find the scrap metal with the Kobe bot head, which is what they use for Rumble, and I don't want to take the pieces off of mine to do it. But I figured since he's already like disassembled his, I can just like talk him into buying like the little heads, little 2 pieces that make the head, and just getting another scrap metal. That way I can make a Rumble. So. Speaking of rumbling and rambling, welcome to Stasis Lock, everyone. This is episode 174. I wish I would have kept the translation thing pulled up so I could have just played it through my phone. But for anyone who doesn't want to Google Translate, it is more waifu, more problems. So, anyways, I'm joined tonight by Dalton. Where can people find you at, Dalton?
Find me everywhere at Daltonians DFs. It's further than usual, so.
You can find me on Facebook at Canada Ice Art, Instagram CanadaIce.Santora, Twitter at Candace Santora, and YouTube Candace Santora. Just search my name.
There you go. You got them all written down now, don't you?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yep.
Found that Dalton playbook.
We're joined by longtime alumni of the Never Rage Quitted the chat, Joe. Where can people find you at, Joe? All right.
Good talk.
Joe about to drive. Yeah. Coming to a sidewalk near you is where you can find Joe. Jesus. We got Josh Fisher in the chat. GhostLordPeter in the chat. Yeah, that's what you should have put your lower third at. You can find me as the host of the #2 Beast Wars podcast everywhere at Primal Sabbath. Shout out to Blackout and Shout. If you haven't listened, you probably should definitely give them a listen. So, and let's see, Brett, Mike, and Tyler are apparently all off on sabbaticals. So they had better things to do tonight, apparently. Yeah, I mean, just everyone here hanging out, having a blast.
Not most of us.
Dalton, did you get anything this week? Speaking of having a blast,
all I got was grapple, but that's not the topic of discussion for tonight.
Oh well, at least you got something.
Yeah. I suppose.
Oh. Candace, did you get anything this week?
I got a bunch of shirts actually, and I'll just I'll wear them as the time goes on, and conventions and all that wonderful shit. So,
where'd you get the shirts at?
Geez, I just googled. I think T Publix and another one. I just googled for Beast Wars shirts, and a whole bunch came up. So, do that.
I've eBayed some Beast Wars shirts, and I'm just like, I don't know about this. I feel like it's definitely some stolen works.
All from DeviantArt.
There goes Joe.
Probably.
Yeah, actually, no. Like, it's not anything like fancy. Now, there's this one Australian site that someone linked me to that had like a really cool Dinobot shirt, and I really wanted it. But even then, I was just like, I don't know if I'm like stealing from someone by giving someone else's $20. So like, I'm just not gonna risk it.
Yeah, because otherwise you won't deserve the hobby.
You're absolutely right. Don't you forget it.
Zing.
Brother Kyle said, Blackout Shout, never heard of him. What's up, Brother Kyle? What's up, TM2DB? TM2DB says they like your shirt, Candace.
Yo.
It is a good shirt.
Just the Beast Wars logo. I mean, you can't go wrong.
Yeah, that's the US variant.
What did you
Eyes
get?
are, eyes are
Take
up
me
here.
a minute. I got a screaming baby in the background if you can't hear it. So
Okay, well that's fine. Tyler got a screaming baby this week. I
had you know, as soon as you said that, he started screaming harder. So you're an abusive step parent.
Yeah, I thought we were co-parents. Definitely thought we were co-parents.
Not in this patriarchal world.
Yeah. Joe, did you get anything this week?
Parking speeding ticket.
All right, good talk, Joe. That was excellent. We got a live apology in the chat from Josh Fisher. That's interesting. So I got. Thank you all for asking.
Oh, Brother Kyle.
Brother
I
Kyle.
thought we were talking about a different timeout.
when he muted his ass.
Fuck.
Dude, you can have a timeout. You can have a timeout. That's what our 2020 stickers are going to be. It's just the Stasis Lock logo with timeout text over them. Everybody getting a timeout.
Yes.
Team 2DB says Joe looks like the unhappiest person. You know, appearances can be deceiving. I have it on good authority. Joe, mildly unhappy person. Anyways, I got Fox Kids Transmetal Waspinator in. Shout out to the Beast Wars Society, I believe is where it was posted. I hope that's where it was posted. That's where it was posted now. And it came from Mike B. So I appreciate that. That came in all well and good, and it was definitely an agreeable price. Because the only other alternative was a sealed one on eBay for $50, and I'm not about it. So now all I need is Fox Kids Transmetal Air Razor, and I'll have all the G2 Beast Wars. So happy dance all around. I don't know if it came in last week or not, but I got another Universe Snarl. I think I talked about picking it up, but anyways, I got another one to send off to someone to get painted, just in case I forget. And of course, got this bad boy in. This is just the box. He's on the shelf. I wasn't gonna mess with him. I brought it to work to take some pictures for the slideshow tonight, in which like some things happened, but we'll get into it. We all plan on talking about our Lio Convoys. But Tyler, what'd you get this week?
Lio Convoy, a brand new tattoo, looking sexy as all hell.
That is awesome.
That off. Yeah. Anybody know the beginning theme song? The beginning of that theme song? It's just the word Metabots. It's all right. Don't hurt yourself. What else did I
was
get?
gonna.
I got a lot of tears this week. Got a lot of tears from upset fanboys.
Bro,
Just
Batman
can't take it.
of the Beast Wars Society.
I'm the badman of the Beast Wars Society. I'm just a bad admin, man. Just terrible. I'm an asshole, and now the whole world knows.
Yeah, man. Two people have not been overly fond with you in the last like 48 hours.
I know one guy
Tyler,
dropped the N-bomb, and the other guy who just couldn't stop defending women who didn't need to be defended. Like,
dude, you need to relax, man. Like, I respect women, and you should too.
Yeah.
I respect them more
maybe.
though, Tyler.
I don't know.
I just want you to know.
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, I'm the married one, so obviously I have no respect for women. Also a baby, so I didn't respect her enough.
Yeah, dude,
That's part of you not
why did you make her? Why did you make her take your last name? And why did you pump your DNA into her?
I tried to make her take her last name, but she forced it upon me that she was going to take my last name because I don't know, man.
See, now you're making women look bad by making them the bad guy. Why do you hate women?
Are you okay? Everyone's asking. Just real quick consensus. Are you okay?
From what?
She says no. Guys, send help.
Oh, I knew it. Oh, man, it makes me wonder how many times Vanessa's lied to us.
Send your fedoras that way.
Send all the white niggas that way.
Seriously, I'm trying to be so PG-13 with this shit, but like, man, I want to go full 4chan on this piece of trash.
Yeah, it's best not to give it any more steam. It is what it is.
The Magic the Gathering community.
Our boy Josh Fisher. Our boy Josh Fisher is doing his best to fan the flames. Bro, my man Josh about some cheeks.
Just booty cheeks.
All right. Tonight we got a beast banging. It's a very underwhelming beast banging, so it's really good. We got Lio Convoy in. Buzzsaw! Yay!
Yay, buzz.
He's my favorite.
All right. Well, that's good because it's a repaint of Waffinator as a yellow jacket, I guess. Would this be a yellow jacket?
I love how he says yellow. Anybody else?
Yeah.
Yellow?
Yellow jacket.
Yellow.
Yellow jacket.
Yellow.
I've been told I can't put a hard R on it. Yeah. So.
What? Hard R on yellow?
Yellow jacket means he's my friend. Yeah, yellow instead of yeller.
Oh!
You never called it
yellow.
Yellower?
Spell yellow down in Louisiana.
Yeah, it's yellow. Yellah. Yellow. H is silent. It's just there for that exhale on the end of it.
Oh my god.
Is very beautiful color scheme with the yellows and the purples and the greens. Is it a yellow jacket though?
I think so.
You see, yellow is the color, but yellow jacket is the creature.
Yellow jacket, hornet, whatever.
Okay, so it's supposed to be a hornet.
Either one. I think it
is that. I think that confirmed.
I think the term applies to either one. I think it's just the same all around. It's just.
I don't know. See, hornets are a whole lot bigger down here than yellow jackets.
Well, wait for the MP.
Ooh, I hope not. Golly, I hope not. I'd rather pay the
cartel
no repaint tax on that one. Yeah, I mean, because I'd buy it, but I'd still rather just pay the no repaint tax. So this is the Kenner Hasbro release. Gorgeous. Look at these grainy up close shots of these heads. So I personally display mine with the robot head, opposed to the Waspinator and Mutant Mask head. Does anybody else do that? Or in the comics? Handed that one right, Tyler.
Oh, real quick.
I mean, that's
Peter,
what I would do
like
when I get
more. one. Rokusho's dope, but I like Meta B more.
Oh man, Rokusho's the greatest. Honestly, that's the gray one, right? With the horns. Yeah, that's why he's the greatest.
The ultimate.
He's the emo one, yeah, right?
Yeah, I like Meta B more, man, because like Meta B is like my personality. He's just a shit talking, loud mouth, fire off at the.
I was gonna
kind of. I
was gonna say Tyler goes for the underdog, but you know,
I guess so.
I guess not. All right, moving along.
Underdog.
These pictures. These pictures come courtesy from transformertoys.co.uk, also known as Transformers at the Moon. I believe this is Paul Hitchens' website. Someone can correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's what it is. Paul Hitchens' a good dude. So this is the Takara release of Buzzsaw, also called Buzzsaw. And the only thing this does is trade out some grays or some greens for some grays. So very similar to Black Arachnia. Instead of the green plastic, you get gray plastic. And I think the wings are also like have a different hue to them as well. I don't know. Joe, do you have one? Can you confirm?
I think they are a little different. I haven't looked at it.
I thought they were like a little more green.
Yeah, I think so.
You know, I didn't even think to grab my my Toy Fair scan either.
Can
honestly,
I just point out that this
I think in the Toy Fair.
If I was paying attention, I could have grabbed him and had him handy, but I wasn't paying attention.
Can I just throw this out there? This guy's got 2 right wings.
No, one's flipped.
Yeah, one's flipped. You can see.
Are you sure? Because I'm pretty sure he's just really, really right wing.
No, you can see the.
God damn it, Tyler.
God,
this guy is gonna buy Windblade.
I'm not about these dad jokes. Okay, yeah. So, granted, it doesn't do any good now. Can't show it now. But in the Toy Fair catalog, they gave him very green translucent wings for what looks like the U.S. release. But he still would have had. Oh, he would have had black instead of green originally. Well, sucks to suck because I didn't grab the picture. But anyways, there's the heads. Damn, I knew I was forgetting something. I mean, like I finished up early and everything. I was like, yeah, you know what, dude, this is good. You know, I had my PowerPoint ready. You know, like an hour before we started. I finally caught up with my time, but lo and behold,
just missed that one thing.
Yeah. So, who's favorite? Who out there considers Buzzsaw their favorite? You know, the Buzzsaw, that character.
What was that?
All right. I can tell you what it isn't.
Peter, that's a Meta-B thing.
Oh man.
Okay.
What up? I'm throwing gang signs over here for Metabots. Like you don't even know.
Yeah, I bet you are.
You're not even part of the crew.
You want to talk shit about Magic the Gathering, but okay. So you can follow us on Instagram, StasisLockPodcast, Facebook.com/BeastWars, Twitter.com/StasisLockCast. And you can always email us at StasisLockPodcast@gmail.com. I don't check it, but Joe does. So
do I check?
Our email. Don't forget to join the Beast Wars Society. I should probably take a new out of this, but or wait, is that? I don't know if I typed that or if that's actually part of the background in general. Because if it's part of the background in general, we're gonna have to message Rob Brown and be like, "Hey man, can you just take new out?" But join the Beast Wars Society. We recommend you have thick skin and the ability to agree to disagree. So there's that. I feel like that's something we gotta put out there.
Run by the
most forward.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
It's run by a badman.
Nothing but fat, sweaty. As someone.
Oh God.
I am fat and I am sweaty. Yes, but
garbage pails.
Garbage pail.
Man, and fuck that guy. That group is full of awesome. Whatever.
For the most part,
you know, it really is. Like there are people that will agree, disagree with us, and we love it. Like, you know, it totally works. So, as always, the Ultra Gear Stasis Lock photo op. Bring your masterpiece cheat order piece Robocon June 5th, 6th, 2020 in Louisville, Kentucky for an epic galloping gyroscopic gathering of the most open cheators in one location. It's going to be pretty fun, and it's just going to be awesome to have a picture full of cheators. So, moving right along, shout out to our boy Matthew Deluxe Baldwin. Matthew Deluxe Baldwin. Joe, it's for cheators. Why would you bring the Megatron?
Oh, sorry. I think I missed that. You talked like too fast.
Oh, apologies. It's just, you know, it's just the flow of things now. We got this podcast has to be wrapped up in 15 minutes.
Apparently.
Yeah.
I've been what?
You know.
Oh shit! I broke it.
What'd you break? Did you break your Lio Convoy?
No, I thought I did. There was a snap
Okay,
and there were 2 pieces in my hand. But it's supposed to not do that. We're all good.
Yeah?
We're all good. We're all
Okay.
good.
All right.
As you were.
I can hear
as you were.
the.
I told you,
beads
if
of
you kept
sweat.
playing with it, you're gonna go blind. Shout out to Matt Deluxe Baldwin for his pictures making it onto the Agabus website. The promotional images for Lio Convoy. That boy been grinding hard with his photography, and I'm happy for him. That's some solid work he put
He really
in.
has, man.
Some of my favorite shots
They're
too. Some of my favorite
good-looking
shots that he's
pictures.
ever
Yeah.
taken.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. So congrats
to
to
him.
Matt,
Shout out
dude.
to
That's
SDU.
really awesome.
yeah, man, definitely.
Absolutely. Shout out to Agabus for being cool like that. Like I know, I can't think of many other retailers that would, be like, I guess, okay with that or cool with that or do that. So, it's really awesome all around. So, community.
Shout out to Hanny.
All right.
who's calling me right now. Who probably
Yeah,
wants
shout out to Hanny
to get
and
dinner.
Joe, because that's it.
Who's excited?
I'm very excited.
For what?
I think.
Yeah.
My God, watch the
Yeah.
screen, Joe.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. I'm playing with my toy here.
Yeah, well, we
I
heard
think
it.
we're
my
like a
inner
week away
Brett.
from pre-orders.
I'm
not
channeling my
sure
inner
what that
Brett.
means.
Hang on a second. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. A minute. Wait a minute.
It's been a minute. It's been a minute.
Wait a minute. Now,
I did.
do you think
Yep.
that this
We're not
is
doing this shit
going
this
to
week.
look?
We're not doing this again, Tyler. Don't do it.
No, man, this shit looks
We're
amazing.
not gonna do it.
This looks so good.
So this looks like it's a zoomed up picture of like the promotional images that we usually get like days before pre-orders drop. Granted, all the other ones are not. So like I said, man, I think we're probably a week away from official pre-orders going up. Some pre-orders have already gone up
Or hours.
on some of the Chinese sites. Well, we'll get into that later with the topic that we have lined up for tonight. But like this, the tiger belly is so like it's cleaner than I thought. I don't know why, because like Cheetor had a pretty clean underside too. But
It's
I don't
fuzzy
know
and
why I was
plump, and
thinking
just
that
want to rub it.
Tigertron, yeah, is a good kitty. He's a good Mr. Kitty.
we
So
call
here's
that the
something-
bear trap because if you rub a cat's belly, it'll latch onto you.
So true.
Man, you got some mean cats.
That's just cats in general.
My uncle cat is like super sweet. She loves having her belly rubbed. She's more dog than she is cat. So this is something that was a point of conversation in our private chat about Tigatron. I almost called him Tiger Hawk. Not having the butt gun,
Oh,
and seeing this, I don't think he's gonna have it.
Mm-mm. Man, it looks like it's on
From
a.
this angle. I mean,
I was gonna say it looks like it's on a
hinge,
swivel
right?
too.
not a what, Tyler?
Well, oh, it's not a fusor.
Tyler?
Am I like? I probably got like a
Not a
super big
fuser?
delay, don't I?
Yeah.
Well, it's not really a delay. You just kind of like cut out for a hot minute.
Oh, weird. No, it was a late. It was
So,
a lame joke. Took too long. Yeah, it doesn't look like he's gonna have a butt gun though,
Oh.
which sucked because like this is.
I don't think he had one. I don't think he had one in the
I
show.
don't know.
No.
But like, I guess yeah.
I
See,
feel like
yeah,
he could have had
TMTDB
one,
said he never had it in the
but,
show
I mean,
either. Let's see.
maybe
Mike
it's
Q
just
says,
me.
doesn't it clip in there like Cheetor's, but not as far up? I don't. Oh,
anyway,
he's
my
just
cat's got
too
something to say
cute.
about that.
Uh-huh. Your cat's after their
Cat's going
tiger
off
cheeks.
like I got a butt gun.
I don't. Oh god.
Yeah, dropped the load earlier, so.
Well, it looks like for the transformation, he could have a swivel in the tail, so the way he can flip it around and curl it up into his body.
Oh, we can get a Ravage redeco then.
I
Like
think
not
he
a
just
Shadow
tucks the
Panther, but
tail
like
in. I think he just tucks the tail in alongside his leg or something in robot mode.
you think he just tapes it to his leg? His outie becomes an innie. Yeah. Which, again, TM2DB said he didn't have it in the show. And I don't recall it having it in the show. Tyler, I think, is still watching through season 1 to make sure.
Started.
But yep. So Tyler's still watching season 1 to make sure.
Perfect.
Honestly, whenever we saw him using his gut gun, Cheetor was using his tail gun or butt gun, whatever.
Right. Which is why Cheetor had both.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I remember it incorrectly because I always looked at Cheetor when I was a kid, and I just always assumed that they had the same stuff because they were the same mold.
Oh, there you go.
So that may be where it's stemming from. But Hims has a belly. I love the fangs they sculpted in too. Like he's just a beefy, stocky boy.
Rip your
Yeah.
throat out.
Look at the legs, man. The legs look so much cleaner too.
Mm-hmm. He's gonna be up there with Megatron as the best looking MP.
Hidden arm cannons.
It's gonna be the most expensive dick I've ever bought.
Well, you haven't bought me.
Ooh. Oh my.
That word "yet" there worries me.
Ooh, on.
Don't be afraid.
This is good. I really hope the gut gun stores the same as Cheetor's. Like it looks like it's got the same basic transforming components. I wouldn't doubt at all. Like I don't know if it would be any bigger or smaller, but it looks very similar in terms of like it's probably the same mold. But maybe it is upscaled.
Yeah.
I don't know. Could be easy
do
to
like
take
the-
that
We're
piece and
glad
just
you can make it live too. Glad to have you with us.
plop it in like a little
It's in there.
seed. Here's little Bailey. Oh, who
Yeah,
made
that's
it
probably
live?
what it does.
It does look like we're gonna have two
Oh, Mike
different head
Q.
sculpts too for
Yeah,
the
appreciate
It does look like we're gonna have two different tiger heads for the beast mode.
I don't think so. I think that jaw's going to open and close.
Yeah, looks like
Think so? I think no, that looks like two different heads right there.
Well, I mean, the jaw opens and closes on Cheetos, but
Will it be big enough to give it
maybe
movable
they look
eyes?
the same to me.
Like, will they give him moving
I
eyes
hope
like they did Megatron?
no, that it just opens up and spins around for the robot mode like Dinobot.
Okay.
I'm not seeing that either, honestly.
Well,
I feel
when
like
you
I
when
feel
you go to
like
robot mode, he's
that
got the
makes
orange
more
eyes.
sense. Yeah, I was trying to give them articulate eyes because you do need them to go from green to orange whenever you go from beast to
Looks like they're giving him the robot mode a jaw, though. Robot mode, they're giving him that Dinobot treatment
Either that or removable faces like
Those-
Cheetor.
with his little vampire fangs. I don't. Yeah, and you may be right. I think that'll still
Or
probably be on
Both,
like.
like with Dinobot.
Could just do like with Dinobot, yeah, because these are way more open. These eyes are more open where these aren't. So
Candace, what's your cat's name?
maybe they will.
His name is Stark.
Stark, welcome to the show.
Is it 20?
Your opinion is valued.
Continue your opinion.
I mean,
on this figure.
if there's an opinion I wanted, it would be Stark.
It is
For sure.
one of your brethren, after all.
Yeah.
Oh, what? You got
Both so
stage
very
fright?
alike.
He got-
Sit down, pussy.
Damn it.
Look at
So
these ankles aren't transformed wrong. I'll tell you what.
Damn.
I was gonna say, what's the likelihood someone's gonna get it wrong?
I love the snow stalker pose.
Yeah.
Since I'm buying one to open, that means I get some photo opportunities with the snow stalker. No, tips
Bruh.
fedora.
You know who that reminds me of? That guy down on both knees,
The what?
upset at the world. That guy today about Windblade.
Oh,
Yeah, he's down on his knees right now, screaming at the ceiling. I'm a misogynist. Whatever.
don't forget it. So it looks like we also were teased with another accessory piece. At first, I thought
I
this
knew
was
this
just
was going to
they,
come with
like,
it.
popped the head off of an MP Megatron.
Yeah.
I did. Did you know, Tyler? Did you really know? I mean, we knew about the cable.
I did. I called this. I'll know this shit.
You called
I don't remember
the head?
that.
Yeah, I called. He would come up. That
Yeah, I don't remember it either. I don't think he did. Stop trying to like validate yourself, Tyler. Tyler's just sitting here screaming, "Validate me!"
This
Is that a
not fake
Megatron
news,
head?
everybody.
Yeah, like the Rubik's Cube Megatron head.
Yeah, it's supposed to be like the puzzle whenever he was in the mainframe. But
Somebody said they think it actually
What
does
if it's
grow.
what if it's an actual Rubik's Cube? That would be awesome.
Not that small.
That'll never stay in the box. I'll always play with it. I'll
It
put it
would
on
never stay in the box.
If it goes on Megatron,
Yeah,
I'll
absolutely.
put that on him.
Yeah, what if it attaches to Megatron? That would be cool.
How is it on the photo here? Like I know they want the impression of it
Magic.
levitating, but how is it sitting?
I wonder
there?
if
How is it floating in the photo?
Floating. Yes.
I wonder if there's maybe like
Like being
a
Photoshop.
clear piece
Feel
or
like
something.
There's something that's gonna. Yeah, something's gonna connect it
Like
to the
a
chest.
belt?
I feel like.
Go
Maybe
right
he has a
inside the
belt
tiger
where it
mouth.
can- like a belt where you can attach it to, where it kind of hovers.
He'll just go in the
Can I
tiger
Can I
mouth
get one
like a
life
mouse guard.
size?
I
would
mean, the
like one
golden
that's
disc
life
came with a
size.
stand.
I would happily. Honestly, I want the puzzle life size. Like my friend Black Arachnia pointed this out to me, and I was like, "No, that's probably just the MP head." And he was like, "No, like look closer." And I was like, "Well, hot damn." So
Pretty
this is
awesome.
this is cool.
It is such a strange accessory, but yeah, it's really cool.
It's very fitting. I kind of expected him to like have maybe come with one of the like that little proby in the ground thingy from the one episode.
Probably in the ground.
Yeah, I can't think of not
That's
the
a
probe,
dope
but the thing
idea.
that was stuck in the ground under the base.
Yeah, the little
Or
Brother Kyle in the
bomb
chat.
thing.
a little cyber
Colin
bee
chat
with
says-
Eraser's feather on it.
That'd be a cool idea.
Oh, that would be the best way
Yeah.
to tease MP Air Razor
Right?
and MP Scorponok. Wow, that's a twofer.
Brother Kyle says those cats and Kincaid's cats should start their own Transformers podcast. Maybe Deluxe's Gator can join.
Gator.
I'd listen to that.
Just
All right,
grunting
so-
and meowing.
Good stuff all around for Masterpiece Tigatron. Definitely looking forward to it.
Yes.
Now onwards to some brass tacks. Dalton, did you get your Lio Convoy?
No.
Oh,
Who called it?
well, there you go, bud.
Who called it?
Wow.
I forgot to take it off screen share, but I removed him from the call. But
Oh,
dude,
Was that
Tyler
removed?
called that shit out of spite, though, man.
I did too, man.
Pretty sure.
How mad are you at your bank? No, I commented it with Candace. We were just talking a little side thing on one of the posts.
Yeah.
I was like, Dalton's not gonna get his. His bank hates him.
No, it wasn't my bank this time. It's UPS
And,
and
like-
DHL.
Yeah,
Oh my god.
the one time
I
it's,
think it's just
it's
the
United
car
States
up on
Postal
the
Service. It's
release
not
page.
DHL, dude. DHL even had yours.
So,
What?
I don't
Real
know,
quick
man. Like
question,
me
real
and
quick
Tyler
question.
and Deluxe and Kabar, we all got ours in Monday.
real quick question:
Great accessory.
Did I do it wrong?
We can't see it.
Oh, you can't. Never mind then.
Hang on a second. Let's
Let me
get there.
Come down here and. Yeah, I didn't know that this would be a visual experience.
It's got the goose shoulder.
Oh God.
That's right.
How did you manage that? You broke it.
Yeah, I told you.
Dude, it looks like Joe gave up on the lion head part.
Oh yeah, that's what I forgot to do.
Yeah.
I knew I was forgetting something.
Wow.
So look,
Remind
I'm
me.
gonna side with all the SCU guys, minus say Deluxe, because I'm sure he loves it. But like, I'm not a fan of this beast mode whatsoever. I'm gonna channel my inner Oscar and say this looks like piece of shit. Nah, I don't like it at all, but the beast mode looks mighty nice.
I
And scene.
don't. The beast mode doesn't bother me. the beast mode just does, like, I get it. I get people don't like the red peeking through, and even some of this over here, but it really doesn't bother me. Even from this angle, I'm not super bothered by it. Maybe because like I was just used to the original toy, even showing some of that red. And it's the fact that the lion head and face is so cartoon accurate, which is what I'm after. I definitely didn't pick this up for the alt mode. That's for sure.
No.
But like even that.
No,
like,
and I do agree.
I can't hate on that.
Like, but I'm just saying it doesn't look good. Tigatron looks leagues better than this. In both modes, he looks better than this.
Yes, definitely. I also I kind of wonder, like, it seems something that they've really been wanting to do with these masterpieces is really be, at least the Beast Wars, they want to kind of evoke the old toys transformation, because like I've noticed it. Excuse me.
He farted.
Just trying to cough the virus out of my system.
Oh god.
It seems like they're always trying to follow like the original's transformation scheme. Like, even Dinobot had some hints of the vintage transformation scheme kind of following through into the masterpiece. And so if Primal and Cheetor and Megatron, Black Arachnia, I guess, maybe. Well, yeah, Black Arachnia too, the way the legs fold up into the abdomen. So
Megatron definitely had a couple definite throwbacks, like when you split the
almost the entire thing.
The back, when you split the back on Megatron, there's almost an exact replica of the clip that holds the two halves together on the original toy, and that didn't have to be there.
Well, I mean,
but they intentionally put that as a throwback.
All of them have like the throwback to one degree or another, and I feel like that may be why Lio Convoy doesn't have the best beast mode. But like even, I mean, there's the back, which he had the little red things in the cartoon, so I'm not super hating on it. And there he is doing a two-step. But like even just getting some decent poses, like I feel like it's easy enough. The only thing I don't like is that you have to raise this top face piece up if you want him to get a roar. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and it breaks the sculpt.
Yeah, I mean, depending on what angle you do it from, like it's not too terrible from that angle, but it isn't very flattering. That I think is my one gripe for beast mode. The panels, like, I really don't care about. Or just seeing the peek through stuff here, because I don't know how they could have been able to hide that and keep the robot mode so clean with just the way they wanted it to transform, like the original, but with like 50 added steps. So I don't know. Candace, what are your thoughts on the beast mode?
I don't really. I'm just getting it for the robot mode. I don't care.
What's up, Tyler?
I mean, it's nice.
100%.
Well, oh no, I thought he was saying like she had it, but she didn't. So I went to, but it didn't work.
Well, we're all looking at the pictures. Dalton, what about you, man?
I'm fine with it. I mean, it'd be nicer to have an opinion when I get it, which will probably be tomorrow or Friday.
Who can say where the road
I'm not upset that I don't have it. I'm just like, confused.
Oh, really? You're not
I don't get mine till June. So
I'm over it now, Joe. Calm down.
Over what?
Shut up.
This is about to get launched.
You can tell in his voice he's not over it.
What?
I don't know.
Joe, what about you, man? How bad did the lion mode bug you?
It bugged me enough where I didn't even really look at it, and I started transforming it right away.
Yeah, man, I took it out of the box, and that's immediately what I did. I was like, nope, fuck this, and I just transformed it immediately.
Yeah, I'm kind of like Candace on this one, where just getting it for the robot mode.
Yeah, for sure.
I hear you.
To become a robot
I like the gimmick activation. it's not as fun as the original toy. You know, it's hard to beat spring-loaded gimmicks. You know what I mean?
You're a spring-loaded gimmick.
Ooh.
I have a spring-loaded gimmick.
Oh my.
All right, let's get on to the good shit. This robot mode.
There we go.
Now that's money.
With that chicken shoulder.
Dick.
Sorry,
with that peeps on
can't be
the shoulder.
insane.
All right,
Now,
let's go through a couple.
all the good
Clean
stuff
back
said,
profile.
That is perfect. I really
Okay.
like that.
I even.
I was
like
gonna say,
that
like,
they
I was
painted
gonna
the
say
little jets
all the
back
good
here.
stuff we're about to say. This, I still think Tigatron looks better in bot mode. I think it looks better than this.
Dude, you know, as excited as I am for Tigatron, I even said it in my review, man. Like, I still think Lio Convoy is going to be my top pick this year.
That's because you're a
I just-
weeb.
I-
You
I
like
do-
all the Japanese stuff better than the North American
Dude.
stuff.
That's 100%. Like, you're probably 100% dead on the money. Like, Dinobot, if they would have stuck him in one of the Japanese cartoons, like, I don't want to say I wouldn't even touch the American cartoons again, but I would not
Ooh,
remember
Scott
them as
McNeil, he said
fondly
you
as-
trash.
Easy.
I'm telling Gary. Candace, give me his email. I'm telling Gary.
All right.
I
Dead man
can just
walking.
tell Gary on Facebook, like, hey, but you know, Gary's character was in the Japanese stuff, so it's fine.
Hey,
It
Gary, it's
works.
Crime of
I always
Sadness. I
imagine-
like the other guy better.
I can't even tell you the other guy's name. So,
You weeb.
No,
this does look.
some
this
people
does
were
look really
complaining a
good,
lot.
though.
Some people were complaining a lot about these arms. Here, I think I have them mistransformed, and I have some comparisons for that later. The elbows are trash. We'll get onto that in a minute. They're not trash, but
Oh, they too tight for
of
your
course,
goalie
the
hands.
Matrix game. I love that you can do the Lio Typhoon. Every time he did that in the show, man, I loved it. I don't know why. Like, even spoiler alert if you haven't seen Beast Wars Neo, whenever he showed up in Beast Wars Neo and like stopped Unicron Galvatron's like final attack, you just kind of like he's off the scene. He's not in the he's not like on the TV yet or whatever, and you just hear Lio Typhoon. Fucking gives me goosebumps every time. Like, I don't know. I want the green Lio Convoy replay out of this. So excited.
Green.
I love Lio Convoy.
Green?
Yeah, it became the. Well, I want Flash and I want the green. You should probably watch Beast Wars 2nd and Beast Wars Neo, Tyler.
I want
And
Black
Joe?
Lio Convoy.
I can't,
stop
dude.
at that.
I tried.
Flash Lio Convoy, get it the hell out of here.
Squirrels.
Well,
Fine.
you can't.
I'll take a Black
We're getting
Lio
burning.
Convoy.
We're definitely gonna get Flash. Dude, I'll take any repaint they do of this. I really like this mold. Like, I like the character.
It'd be
So,
really awesome if
He's
we
not
got
big
the.
convoy.
Are you guys getting any feedback? You guys hear it? Weeb.
God.
Yeah, when you're going weeb, I'm hearing the weeb.
I'd really love to get a Galva Lio Convoy.
You know what? Me too, Dalton.
Yeah, that's something
Me
that's
too.
going to happen.
I think we all would, Dalton. I really think we all would.
Dude, I wouldn't put it past him. We got blue big convoy. We'll get a Galva.
BBC.
Yeah, give me 4 repaints of this. I don't give a shit. I'll buy them. Vault.
Get your whole pride.
Dalton, what do you think about this robot mode, dude?
That looks amazing. Like,
Do you like
I
the
love it.
transformation, Dalton?
Shut up. Oh, God damn it. Okay, why is this being played? I'm not even upset.
Okay, I wanted to kind of talk over it because just some theme music. Candace, how you feel about the robot mode?
Pretty freaking sweet. Yeah, I really liked it.
Looks great, doesn't it?
Like
Do you have
all
my
these
picture in
deployables.
here?
Deployable gimmicks. No,
Wah, wah.
told you I took all these at work.
Wow, you're just like my dad, leaving all my work.
You
at
have
home.
to.
Where's his sad music at?
I put it on the fridge, Tyler. I put it up on the fridge, so it's up there.
Yeah, the bar fridge where you
It's
get
a
drunk in
little
the
locked up.
garage all the time.
Yeah. Not even gonna try to deny it. Yes.
Peter hit you with an actually, Dalton. Actually,
What?
I consist of mostly female lions and 1 to 3 males.
Oh
Dalton.
my god.
Better check that. Now I'm
Surprised you
sorry.
didn't know that, you misogynist.
Joe, have you gotten yours to the 100% robot mode yet? Or are you still messing with
No,
that
the
shoulder?
stupid lion head's pissing me off. I'm about ready to take it off and just say he doesn't have a lion head on.
Jesus.
Meltdown.
Dude, you just gotta
Plastic,
watch the transformation video we shared on the Stasis Lock Facebook page. The one that Takara put out.
That was a great
It
video.
it really was. It was very well put together and it was very clear and concise on what to do. All right.
But I
So
will say-
again, this is something. Oh, okay.
Sorry, I will say I like that you can remove the lion head and the chicken head in the robot mode. It kind of reminds me of Big Convoy and how you could remove all the elephant bits. I really like that.
Yeah. That's something else too. Like I know I kind of complained a little bit about it with the mushroom peg popping out for the chest in my review, but I definitely would rather those mushroom pegs pop out than get
Right.
stuck and twist off. Yeah. So, and that's something else too. Like just some of the transformation pieces on this, like particularly in the torso, I just don't care how you have to drag those pieces across that bottom waist piece. Where the crunch is, I just don't like it. I wish there would have been some more clearance there. But
Oh yeah, I know what you mean.
yeah, I was
worried about
oof.
that part too.
Well, I've seen some people one person has broken like the hinge for the chest where you open it up, like that right down the middle of the
Really?
torso.
Like the,
Yeah,
the white piece or the gray piece?
the white piece that's painted red, like for the chest and abs where you fold it out flat.
You're talking. Hang on. You're talking about
the,
like
the
this
robot
little piece
chest and
back
abs
here?
where it opens up to robot mode.
Okay.
So some people are breaking that inner hinge on that,
Oh no shit.
just mostly because of how
I
much
don't know,
paint
like
is
mine-
on it.
Mine wasn't overly tight, but that is something else. And again, like we'll get into it. But like all the red pieces, I feel they could have cast that in a glossy red plastic because there are glossy red plastics. But instead, like they cast it in like a matte red plastic and put all this glossy paint over it.
That's
And I
weird.
keep getting
We'll
red
get to it.
paint flecks all over my fingers, and I think
Yeah.
I'm bleeding. And I'm like, where did I stab myself? Oh, it's paint.
Yep. Like I said, that's something that's not super sweet. But a lot of people don't like the way these lion legs hang off the back like that. They just, for one reason or another, you can leave them rotated down and just rotate them at this kind of top hinge, and they'll kind of, I guess, have a sleeker profile. Or you could do them the right way. I mean, you're gonna get the same thing either way.
Kibble.
Yeah. I mean, at that point, it's just like, whatever. Nerds. But you can have it if you want to. Extra Zero messaged me last night and he was like, hey, so your elbows were tight too? I said, yeah. Because Matt mentioned it in his review as well. But that screw right there, loosen it a little bit. And you'll see like it'll start to take the tension off of these two pieces, this piece here and this piece here. Like you can watch them
look
kind
like
of
a
come
car
apart.
employee.
So, do I look like I put toys together for a
So you
living?
shouldn't
But
have to do. These guys, look. I'm not
well,
one to
here's
charging too much for these masterpieces, but like if you're gonna charge a premium price, you should put out like a premium quality product. Like that shit shouldn't happen. I don't care who you are. That
Awesome.
shit shouldn't
So,
happen. It shouldn't leave the warehouse or the factory like that.
Now that Tyler pitched his fit, I think if I had to guess, whenever they were in the test shot phases, and they were testing clearances, it was probably done without the paint. And like there is a thick enough layer of this glossy red paint on all these red parts that I think that messed with the tolerances. And Joe, that's probably where your red flakes are coming from. Honestly.
Yep.
It's either coming from the arms at the elbows or the chest where the pec pieces fold open. But
what about the opposite wrist? Did anyone have a loose wrist?
I didn't have a loose wrist.
The left arm on mine has a loose wrist.
Loose.
Mine just flips back and forth like he's
here's something else. There's 2 ratchet joints here for whatever reason. There's one here at the screw and there's one here at the pin. The one at the pin is the one that has like the teeth that go into the forearm. That one's still tight, and like I really don't think there's any way that you can do anything to like loosen that up. Unfortunately, like one on mine is kind of tight. One it's kind of been worked a little bit, so it's fine. But either way, like I still recommend loosening those screws for sure. It's just I think it was just a tolerances issue, and like they didn't take into account how thick the paint was going to be. Speaking of the paint, let's get into it. So, small chip there, not really noticeable on a shelf, or I mean, unless you're like looking for it, but it's there, and I don't really think that is acceptable. And again, on the other side, and this looks like it's where on this hinge where it kind of folds back and rubs against what would be this gray piece right here. So take that into account as well. Back of the arm, so you're not going to see it, but it's still there. And also, these screws go through, they are like they're thin. Like the plastic is thin here. And like I'm not super sure about it, you know? This is where the white piece clips in for beast mode. It's definitely more evident on this one where it has chipped away some of this gray paint on the inside. Granted, it is on the inside and not on the outside, so it could be a lot worse. And there's even a little bit of paint missing from there, which, I mean, they really should have thought that through with painted pieces rubbing, because like even that white piece has like that coat of paint over it, which just makes it thicker.
Yeah, so that doesn't make any sense why they did that.
They use really bad paint too, which is irritating. Like
really, it was the glossy stuff.
Third-party figures chip less. It's like, come on, Takara.
I don't know, man. I know a lot of people were bitching about that Fans Toys. What was it, Cyclonus? Like, or was it XTB Cyclone? I can't remember which one it was, but bitching about how if they looked at the chest hard enough, it would start to chip. This is for me being a stupid, just not realizing how to orientate these legs. But this, it's just the kind of gunmetal paint from the legs rubbing against the white. Should be easy enough to clean up if you want to get in there and do it. I just don't care and do it, but just be careful. Make sure those pieces don't rub, because they're not supposed to, for what it's worth. If you see you're getting into a spot where it's starting to rub, you're not doing it right. Like, take it back to the drawing board. Here, which I honestly don't think this was fully painted anyways, but the fact of the matter is, like, there's still some inconsistencies in the chipping. This is at the bottom of the torso, at the waist. And that's it. That's all I had for the bad. So the paint, the red paint really is the detriment there. Not have been paint. It should have been a glossy plastic. And I don't know why. I don't know why they did that. You know what I mean?
I think
but also the white pieces are molded in a more. Oh, that's probably true too. But also, and all the white pieces are coated like all the other Beast Wars masterpieces are. They all have like that kind of layer of, I guess, digital print over them, and I don't know why they have that. It just adds like albeit thin, still an extra layer of thickness to everything overall, and that doesn't make sense. They could have just molded it. Like Takara can mold things in a bright white plastic. They've shown us that they can do that before. United Drift, United Jazz, like just as very recent-ish representations of that. Maybe they wanted to try to combat any potential yellowing in the future by doing that kind of, I don't want to call it powder coat, but just that finish on it in general. I don't know, but just weird choices were made with this thing. Very weird choices regarding paint and deco. It's covered head to toe, covered. I don't ever recommend masterpieces being bathtub toys. That's for sure.
So Kabar says in the chat, he says, "Dude, I don't even care about paint chips. Shit happens." He says, especially when we're dealing with fully painted. So I can agree to a point with them being fully painted, but I don't think it's ever been this sloppy before. Like, you're painting where joints are connecting, where tabs are tabbing in, where, you know what I mean? Like, and the paint's sloppier than it usually is.
It hasn't been the sloppy on Beast Wars.
It could also be, yeah, it could also be because it's white, so we're picking it up a lot more than we would on like a darker figure like Primal or Megatron, or even this is, and I think you may be onto something like with the, like how the digital print paint on the American show Beast masterpiece is a little different. Maybe they're trying to go for a more solid color paint job on the Japanese stuff, and maybe that's just to its detriment. And I think, honestly, a lot of it is just because it's figure with red accents.
Yeah.
Well,
also,
show up on
them
the white.
doing it.
But I don't think it's acceptable.
Yeah,
I mean, I've worked in a quality.
You're gonna see
where quality is a huge. Go ahead.
There's definitely a delay for us, Tyler. I was gonna say there's
like
it's also like the issue. My issue is more with the red. My issue is definitely more with the red than it is with the white. Like the white, I'm fine with, and I think again they may have chosen to do that to maybe hide any potential stress marks from pins going through pieces or screws or what have you. It's just when it happens to the red, it doesn't. It's not very flattering to the red. Like they really should have just molded that in glossy red plastic and painted over it. Maybe they couldn't have painted over it. I don't know. I don't buy that, but I don't know. So, it is what it is. I'm going to get a second one, even though I said I wasn't gonna. I'm still going to get a second one in June when I have money to get a second one. So,
man, I'm honestly tempted to double down on Tigatron, get a Snowstalkers.
Did Tyler willingly drop out?
Yeah, he said he's going to come back in. There he is.
Okay.
Probably help combat the delay.
I mean, I was always buying 3 of Tigatron, but I really like the way he looks, and I posted a picture on my Twitter of the Supreme Commander display that I have. I really like the way he looks up there with all those guys. I'm pointing to a thing that you can't see. So I want one if they're going to go full bore with Masterpiece Beast Wars 2nd, which I think they should. Mm-hmm. I'm going to want one for that display. I'm not going to want to break up this display. That said, something else, though, like I think after seeing the 3 of them side by side, I think we will still see a big Convoy Masterpiece.
I hope we do
at a future time. I don't think the Encore is a placeholder. Just seeing how they all size up with each other, like in hand with the
big Convoy should
all scale though.
Should be at least 1.5 times the size.
Well, they're all. I mean, it's like really splitting hairs as far as like because Lio is like half a head taller than Primal, and I know that Big and Lio saw eye to eye more or less. and big is just like maybe a head too short. The original big convoy mold is. So, like I said, definitely splitting hairs. But in the meantime, like that's gonna look really good as a Supreme Commander display. So.
Whatever.
The way I have a picture, I have, and I think that's how I'm just gonna have them all displayed because they showcase. I think they're just gonna look great together. There's just the three of them on the throne of the Primes throne there, and then that'll be that. Just continue to pick up the American release Beast Wars stuff and see what happens with more Japanese stuff.
I'm going to call it right now. Masterpiece 58 is going to be Big Convoy because 38 was Anime Primal, 48 was Lio Convoy.
Holy shit, you're right.
Yeah.
No, don't
That's
you
gonna be
remember?
awesome.
Kakai doesn't care about masters.
I'm just saying, man. I'm seeing a pattern. This pattern.
Watch MP54 is probably going to be Rodimus Prime then. Going by that logic.
What's that,
that
Dalton?
drives me
This
up
is a
the
Beast Wars
fucking
show.
wall.
We didn't have a Rodimus Prime.
Oh my god.
Ooh.
It'll be the dog one.
Ooh.
Brian Brinks is just included
Anybody
a
else
high
wanna talk about
quality
Lio
screwdriver
Convoy?
with it.
I still need to get MP38. Shit.
I guess that's probably the cheat code. Like, if we know it's shit here, fix it yourself if it's too bad. Like, that's the cheat code. It's included. So
Kabar asked me if I want a full Masterpiece Beast Wars second line. Absolutely,
Yeah.
I want full.
Hell yeah.
US show season 1. Like third party can handle seasons 2 and 3 for me. Beast Wars second and Beast Wars Neo. I want the full cast. Even the little basic jets. I want all of them. The Megastorm. I want all of it. Remold the Titan class Triptychon into Gigastorm. That's a good enough stand-in for me. Let's do it. Brian Brinks says so the red flecks are coming from the parts that are red. Yeah, they're painted red.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
Hard
are
to
they?
believe.
Okay.
I know he's funny.
I thought it was the gold parts.
My
It's,
problem with like the red flecks and the all the paint chipping and stuff is fine. Like Kabar said, he's eased up because Marvel Legends are what, $20-$30 I paid $200 for this figure. I shouldn't, maybe it's entitled to say that like I shouldn't have to fix it, but like I paid good money for it and I don't feel like I should have to grab a brush and fix any issues because like it shouldn't come with any issues.
Oh.
When you ding in the paint, you
At first
don't
I thought
say,
you were talking
"Oh,
about
it's
the
whatever.
elbows.
I'll fix it."
Dude, it depends
Well, that's
on
what I did.
how long I've been looking at that car and if I can find the same color anywhere else. Because
Used is one
I'm
thing,
really
but
leaning hard
if it's
into
new,
I guess.
just saying.
I don't know, Tyler. I'm not on that new car lifestyle. That new car dad lifestyle. So
I guess so.
anyways, we have a topic tonight that kind of ties into Masterpiece Tigatron, and we've been seeing some pre-orders go up. I think Show Z put a pre-order up. Robot Kingdom put a pre-order up. A few other of the usual suspects in the Chinese market put their pre-orders up. So the topic tonight is, what is the true cost of the Masterpiece line? Most folks consider the MSRP to be the cost, while getting it from import shops offer a much lower dollar amount. On average, it's usually 30% less than MSRP prior to the release. So the MSRP on Tigatron, as we saw, was 25,000 yen, which translates roughly to about $240 US. But spots like Robot Kingdom and Show Z and the Chinese spots are putting it up for like, what is it, between 160 and 170?
Yeah, 160,
Somewhere in
180.
there.
Yeah.
Now, Show Z, you're going to get that free like 3-week shipping. Robot Kingdom, you're gonna pay $65 to ship it.
Mm-hmm.
So keep that in mind. But yeah, so I kind of want to know, obviously you go through the Japanese import sites, it's probably going to be that 160-ish after it hits the 30% discount during the pre-order period, and that's going to be a shipped price usually. Lio cost me right under 150 shipped, and I can't remember what his MSRP was, but
185.
Was it?
It was like 185. Yeah.
Okay, so his MSRP was 185, and that was 3 days shipping from Japan to my doorstep, essentially. So
my question is, if the MSRP is $240, like we saw at Wonderfest, that's what the sign was. Was it like 24,000 or something?
Yeah, it was like 24,000. It was like 218, something like that.
Yeah, right. If that's the case, and that's the MSRP, and generally there's a rule that you're not supposed to sell under the MSRP because you're undercutting the market of other retailers, which isn't fair. I don't know exact laws or anything, but I know there's something along those lines to protect businesses from being undercut and losing profits, especially in like opening weekend of whatever profit, right, or product. My curiosity comes from already undercutting the MSRP. Are they doing it with Amazon's inevitable discount?
I don't think the Chinese spots are. The Chinese spots always list these things at a much cheaper price than U.S. retail. For whatever reason, my thing froze up where I was typing a response to Brink. Just real quick, Brink asked if this is the first that's having these types of issues, the first Beast Wars masterpiece. Yes, basically.
Uh-oh.
Whoa.
Did his computer crash?
Damn.
I think his computer crashed.
So does that mean we're all gonna cut out?
Well,
they're saying in the chat too.
10 minutes.
I'm copy.
I think it's 10 minutes or something like that.
Okay. I know with what's it called? It was timed. I didn't know with this if it was a time bomb too.
I don't know, but I think what Dakota's trying to say is essentially yes, this is the first one since MP44 because he's the one who really started that paint every single part of the figure.
Yeah,
because Megatron didn't have this level of paint.
I think he's the first one with
Megatron had a lot of
kind of paint issues, but I don't think he's the only one with paint issues because, like, I know.
Did you guys see my Dinobot pictures? The paint's rubbing off on his back.
Yeah, Dinobot's got some issues as well.
I don't know where it cut me off.
You were answering Brink's question. So
is this the first one? No, it's not the first one.
Dinobot. If you overhandle Dinobot, you're gonna have those issues. But like fresh out the box, Masterpiece Lio is the first one. But I was comparing it to MP12 Sideswipe, how he had some red paint flake issues as well. And I think it's just the shitty glossy red paint that they use. And maybe it's just shitty glossy red paint in general. I don't know. But back to the MSRP thing, all the Chinese spots usually list it for a significant cheaper amount than like MSRP. I think like the Matrix Buster Big Convoy was listed at Robot Kingdom for like $50 or $55, and the shipping was like $40 to get it shipped, which at the end of the day would have been $95, and it's already $95 stateside. So maybe you saved a couple of bucks by not having to pay domestic shipping from a domestic retailer, but they always tend to do that. to have like a cheaper than MSRP. But a lot of these spaces, like Robot Kingdom, like they're I don't know for sure that they're like right next door, but they are very close to whatever distribution center product comes from. They always get stuff very quick. They have that edge being in China. So that's what I think is someone's getting a call.
Joe. It's not me.
Yeah, Hanny's calling me.
Okay.
I better go.
Later, Tater.
See you guys.
Later, Joe.
See
See ya,
Joe.
Joe.
Always working.
My phone's dying.
Always working.
Yep.
I was gonna say, I wonder if he picked it up and he was still on. That'd be funny. But yeah, I don't know, man. Like, if we're getting back to like what is true cost and what isn't true cost, to me, true cost is the cheapest it's going to retail for during pre-order period, I guess. Like, I would never say that Masterpiece Lio Convoy was $185. I would say it was $150 because that's like, I didn't buy it secondhand. I didn't buy it used. I bought it brand new from Amazon. But a lot of people are going to say, oh, well, it's $185. Like, people are still on that Masterpiece Megatron is $350 nonsense. And I was like, mine wasn't.
Ours was what, $220?
If I ever sell
220.
mine, it will be.
It's like that
No, man,
TFCon
you keep
one.
that same energy. If I go to sell mine, you better keep that same energy.
Better keep that same $350 energy. Yeah. You know, I don't know what I don't know if Candace, Dalton, if you guys have had any time to weigh in on this or not.
I mean, honestly, I feel the same way. I mean, whatever you're going to get it at pre-order from wherever, the cheapest it's going to be is the retail cost. So
Yeah, I'm same boat. It's pretty
Candace, what about
simple.
you? Do you
Whatever
strictly?
whatever I have to pay for it is what it is.
MSRP is just a guideline.
Well, it's manufacturer's suggested retail price.
It's
Candace,
just a
do you
suggestion,
strictly adhere to MSRP?
No,
Yeah,
no, I don't.
just kind of
Beast Wars.
whatever. It is what it is.
And also Beast Wars. Thank you, Dalton.
Yeah.
I'm interested why you don't order from Amazon Japan though. Like, why do
I
you
just
stick
keep
BBTS
getting to
and-
go into the whole make an account. I started to not too long ago, and then something wasn't working right, or I couldn't figure it out. And then someone said later, "Oh, well, you can change it to like actually read in English."
Yeah,
Like,
if you
didn't
do
know
it in
was.
Chrome, it should automatically translate for you. Do it in the Google Chrome browser. Yep.
I do, but I can't remember if I was using my phone or my laptop.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
put it on the
sometimes-
phone, it should.
Tonight,
Well, sometimes
get
the
Dakota
browser on the
tonight
phone
to
will.
walk you through it, because you could be saving hundreds of dollars on your Masterpiece purchases
Hundreds.
instead of paying the American tax, as I call
Let's see,
it.
Megatron.
because price
Megatron
over here.
Megatron. I bought 2. I got the 3rd one free. Dinobot. I bought 3. Got the 4th one free. Like,
Yeah,
it's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. You know, but
But I get the pins too.
how does it depend? You always get it like. Do what?
Then the sleeves, those little sleeves, they come in on the box.
Oh yeah.
The little box sleeves.
Like the Hasbro edition, and the pins, because like I'm always I'm trying to backtrack pins. You know, I'm always like, gotta get that pin. I got a line on the Lio Convoy
Exactly.
pin, so you know. But I don't know. Like at the end of the day, like you're still saving so much money. Like that Lio Convoy pin is probably gonna cost me like $10. You know, where I saved, I guess 35 or 25 at the end. Like I'm good with that. I'm A-okay. It's a headache, but it's a headache I'm totally fine with. So. Even Kabar said fast shipping, easy payment.
For most.
Hero says
Yeah, yeah.
And unless you're
some
a
people
little
have
kinda
problems with their
guy.
banks and
no. The
yeah.
only
Well,
one who
Dalton, to
has
be
a
fair, Dalton's the only one that had a problem with
their
the bank. Dalton, you have
is
like a
Dalton.
Joe had a problem with his bank.
Here you
yeah,
are
but Joe
tearing
probably
other
used the
people
wrong
down with
PayPal
you.
card or some such. Yeah, just trying
Oh
to.
my god.
Dalton wants crew members going down with his sinking ship. So
I've already got that at work. I don't need it here too.
Yeah. So I don't know, man. Like I know that's always a big deal is with cost and things like that. And like, you see the Wonderfest images of Tigatron, 25,000 Japanese yen, and then some of the US spots put it up for 240, and it was like that's when people started to complain. Like you didn't see this coming a week ago, 2 weeks ago?
Yeah.
Get real. Get real. So I don't know if the US spots can really keep up with it. Like I think if it's just competing with like Robot Kingdom because they charge so much for shipping, they definitely Robot Kingdom, like I'm gonna make a bold claim here. I think that they overcharge on shipping because I get stuff shipped from China, like often in the same ways, often in bigger and or possibly even heavier boxes, and it doesn't cost like near as much as what Robot Kingdom charges. I don't know if they got like.
I mean, Show Z
weight.
ships for free.
Yeah, but like they put it on a container and it ends like in 3 weeks it ends up in New York, and then a week after that it's at your house mysteriously. So, even like EMS, like they charge an hour. I don't know. Like again, I think they overshoot it on the weight on their shipping on their website for weight entered for a shipping calculator. I think that's what happens.
Well, either that or trying to cover up for the MSRP too, like to make up that extra.
What? Like then why?
Are you
like,
saying
no,
they're willingly false advertising their price and trying to make up the cost on the shipping? Because I'm pretty sure that's like, I don't know if it's illegal, but I know what.
Not in China, it ain't. I can tell you right now. Like, if you think it's illegal, you're wrong because it's China. But
I guess so.
No, like I said, I don't think it's.
Where's my tinfoil hat at?
I definitely don't think they do it knowingly. I think they're just like, yeah, this toy probably weighs 10 pounds, even though it weighs 1.5 pounds.
8 ounces.
So, yeah, I think that's where it comes through. They're just like, the box is definitely going to be 20 by 20 by 30, where the box is like 10 by 7 by 7. So,
Jesus.
I think it's that. I think they just kind of overestimate, like not knowing product dimensions and then just not going in and fixing it. I think that's all it is. Like I think that you pay exactly what they pay. I just think they are overpaying and in turn overshooting just to try to get a pre-order out there quick. So US retail, I don't think they have any problem competing with Robot Kingdom, and a lot of people are just afraid to order from overseas, regardless if it's from someone reputable like Amazon or what have you. And like at that point, okay, it's all well and good, I guess. Like you do you. The economy's got to roll. You know what I mean? So I don't know. Anybody got anything they want to add?
I don't think so.
I think that's much it for me.
All right, that's good. Nero says TF Source has him with source points. Can't leave those loose ends. Yeah, I've noticed a lot of spots doing that now, like having the points build up. And like I don't know, man, like I think US retail, I've only got like 1 or 2 spots, and it's like maybe $1.50, and I'm okay leaving that $1.50 behind. So Brother Kyle says, I use Ami. My bank is a dick about foreign purchases, and Amazon doesn't take PayPal. Josh also mentioned Agabus with Agabus. Yeah, Ami's pretty solid too. Like, fortunately, my bank isn't a dick about foreign purchases. Like, everything goes through smoothly, and I have 0 issues. So I just link my bank card. Like, it's Amazon, Like, I'm pretty confident in that linkage there,
I'm sure glad it's not a deep.
I mean, all I got to do now is just make a preemptive call.
Yeah, worst case. So I ain't worried about it. I wish that they took Discover, though. I'll tell you that. I have a much bigger credit limit on Discover than I do with Visa. But that would get me in a lot more trouble, I suppose. So,
my man said, I'm trying to give you more.
Trying to give you more monies and more problems. Candace where can people find you at?
Search for my name. And it's spelled with an I. I'm Canned Ice. Ice, people. Not Ace.
Not Ace? Not Canned Ace?
All the time. No. I'm Ice,
Let me know
not
when you
Ace.
switch over to Canned Ass.
And
When
next time
Wendland comes out.
Good Dalton.
Jeez, that was
Kidward.
Tyler, where can people find you at, man?
Fucking, you can find me being a shitty admin at the Beast Wars Society. Come on over and I'll ruin your life. I'm trash.
You can find me
Tyler,
being a slightly more tolerable admin at the Beast Wars Society. Dalton, where can people find you at, man?
Find me everywhere at Daltonians TFs.
Nice.
All right. As always, you can find me everywhere at Primal Sabbath. Thanks for everyone who was in the chat tonight. It was fun hanging out with y'all. Josh Fisher, my boy. Speaking of my boy, Ugly Fat wasn't in here, which is
Mwah, mwah.
maybe next week. Or maybe Ugly Fat was being... Sometimes Ugly Fat will watch in silence.
Lurking.
So, yeah, just lurking. But before you get out of here, you should check out the shows part of the Cool Table Network, such as Shattercast Uncut, Into the Realms, Figga Bangin, Figga Bangin, Visual Balls 40K, Plastic Fanatics, Breaking the Mold, Rage Radio, Fish Communications, Building Up to It, Rage Radio, I think I said already once. Verbally Challenged.
Definitely.
Fuck, I couldn't do it. This week I fold.
Okay, Brett.
Masterpiece Shitpiece Theater, one of my personal favorites. Check those guys out Friday nights. Some other sweet shows to check out. The Nerds Have Spoken. Check out episode 2. It's probably the best episode title ever. Total Package Podcast, Blackout and Shout, all queued up off the Runner Cybercast Galactic Combo in around 30 minutes with Matthew, Deluxe, Baldwin. Thank y'all for watching. We will see you next week.
Bye.
As soon as the broadcast ends. There we go. There's the prompt.